$1.5 billion budget deficit with all cuts. The governor's plan raises taxes on seniors and working poor, and others almost $1.6 billion. That's the biggest tax increase in the history of our state. And he's going to do it. And he's going to do it by taxing your pensions and taking away a tax credit from people who are working on minimum wage. And what do you think all of this money is going to go to? Is it going to go to schools? No. Is it going to go to fix our crumbling roads and bridges? No. Is it going to go maybe for more police and fire? No. Is it going to go to tax cuts for business? Yes. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. The governor calls his budget shared sacrifice. Hey, don't want to let this get away. The budget, he calls his budget a shared sacrifice. Yeah. We call it unfair. We oppose the governor's plan because retirees do not plan for new taxes when they retire. They look at their budget and they balance their budget, and they don't plan for hundreds of dollars of new taxes, or even in some cases thousands of dollars. A person on a pension can't afford that. We oppose the governor's budget because it's unfair to take hundreds of dollars away from a single mother who's working at a poverty level wage, who's just coming off of assistance, and then all of a sudden take away a few $100s that she has to help that transition. That's not fair. It's 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 not fair. We oppose the governor's plan because it is a 32% increase in taxes for individuals, but it gives businesses an 86% tax reduction. Does this plan sound like shared sacrifice? No! Do you think this plan is fair? No! And what do we get for all of these new taxes? Well, we get cuts to our schools. And that means either your property values are going to go down, or your taxes locally are going to go up again. We get cuts to the local community services, the police and the fire you depend on, maybe a senior center. That's going to go away. We get cuts to universities, and they're going to be raising tuitions because of that, and your children and your grandchildren who might want to stay there, they're going to be tempted to leave. So we pay $1.6 billion of more taxes, and we get worse services. Is this budget going to make Michigan the kind of place you want to retire? No! Is this budget going to build a Michigan that any sensible business would want to come to? No! Is this proposal unfair? Yes! And then the governor takes all of this money and gives it to fund an 86% reduction in business taxes during a time when all of us are facing the biggest budget problem of our lives. And what about the new jobs that the governor has promised? What if Indiana equals our tax cut? What if businesses won't come to a state that has crumbling roads, high-cost universities, and a poor quality of life? You know what we're going to get then? We're going to get high taxes, we're going to get worse services, and we're going to get no new jobs. Do you think this plan makes no sense? Neither do I. AARP is going to stand with you. We're going to go with you to your senators, to your representatives, and we're going to ask them to reject this plan. We will fight against this plan for you. And we ask that you work with us to restore Michigan to a place that will attract both retirees and new businesses. We ask you to work with us for a vision of Michigan's future that is fair for all. Now I would like to introduce a lady who is an inspiration to all of us, a common citizen who saw something that was unfair and sounded a call that has brought all of us here today and will launch thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe 1 million to demand change. I give you Mary Woodward.